Hi everyone, I'm Jane Watson. I play in the Silver Ferns and I am a primary teacher, well I was a few years ago. So today we're going to be doing some awesome painting and as you know Easter's coming up this weekend. So I thought it would be cool if we could paint some rocks as Easter eggs, or if you don't have any paints, don't forget that you can use felt tip pens. I've also got a couple of little other ideas that you might be able to do. So hi everyone, thank you for joining. Now I'll just go through a few things that I've got with me today. Firstly, make sure you're not wearing anything very good because as we know, we can get messy, or paint can get messy, or children can get messy as well. So make sure that's number one. All right, so I've got my paints here with me today. I've also got quite a sturdy pot, glass jar for my water, so that doesn't get knocked over too easily. Hi everyone. I also have, so I've actually got an egg container here, and this can be really useful for either drying the rocks if you're deciding to paint them a certain way, so they can just sit in there and you don't have to get them messy everywhere else. Don't forget to find something. I've just used baking paper under all my papers, so definitely need to cover the table, or you might want to go outside if it's a really nice day and do it on the lawn even. Okay, so we'll just wait for a few more people. I'll just show you, I had a wee fiddle around the other day. So this is a bit of what we're going to be creating today. So there's a few things on there like bunnies and little chicks and eggs, and there's lots of different ways we can do them, but I've also done a wee rock if you wanted to do that as well. So for those who have just joined, I'm Jane Watson. I am a member of the Silver Ferns team, and yeah, I'm excited to be here. I hope you guys are all doing well in your lockdown little bubbles. Hopefully this activity gives you something to do for parents out there, caregivers and kids who want to give this a go. So let's get started. So I'm going to put this little bit over here for now. Now, a quick wee tip, if you don't have paints at home, I actually just thought about this morning. So I ran out of my white paint. So I went to the garage and I got just a little bit of paint, white paint, from one of our house paints in the garage. So as you can see, I just scooped it into my wee pottle. And a really cool thing is, if you have food coloring at home, any color, you can just put a little bit, this is probably dried up now, but put some paint and some food coloring. And as you can see, I've made it's red food coloring, but I guess the more you add, the more bright it will be, or deeper it will be. So play around. Honestly, that's such an easy fix because a lot of you, or some of you, may not have paints at home. So whip out to the garage, grab some paint, food coloring if you have it, and that's such an easy way. Another wee thing may even be watercolor paints, or so you could just put a little bit of water in a pot, some drops of food coloring, and away you go really. Just make sure you've either got gloves or, yeah, I don't know, that definitely stained your hands, that's for sure. Okay, right, so if you don't have paintbrushes as well, a really cool idea for kids is, so you get a peg, a cotton ball, and you fold it the way the wool's going, and then you just peg it like that, and voila, you have a really cool texture to use while you're painting. So whether that be on your paper or on the rocks. Alrighty, so we're gonna get started. If we get some colors out, I'm gonna start here with this cool purpley red. So I like to have a cloth nearby or a towel so I can just wipe my paintbrush on it so that it gets the excess water off. Now I love using white. The most important thing is, once you've got your white on your mixing paper, make sure you clean it off before you get any color, because we don't want to make all these beautiful colors get all mixed up. And that's actually one more point. I keep thinking of all these things. If you've got an egg tray and your paints, like you might have a big pot of paint, this is a great mixer. So you could put a dollop of your of your paint into the egg carton, and that will hold it really well. And it's a cool place that kids can just dip it in, and it's really easy for holding the paint. Alrighty, so I'm gonna grab my first rock. What's really cool is that you could do a couple of rocks at a time because it allows the first coat the coat of it to dry. So what I like to do is coat the paint. I've got a nice pink there. Lay the rock down on your paper and just paint one half, or you might choose to only do the top half. So as you can see, I've just painted the top half of my rock. Because at the moment, that's all I want to do. Now you might find, you guys are probably way more creative than I am. I mean, kids' imaginations are unreal. So honestly, you guys, make sure you've definitely got heaps of ideas going on, because you can have so many rocks, you can do so many things on paper, and I'm sure they're going to look amazing. Okay, so my first one, that's all I'm doing, half a rock. Now I'm putting it to the side. Gonna wash my brush. Don't forget to wash your brush between different colors. Hi everyone who just joined. I'm Jane, I'm from the Silver Ferns. And today we are painting Easter rocks, or you can paint on paper, or you might want to use your felt tip pens. And like I said earlier, most people have house paint sitting out in the garage. So if you have some white house paint and you add little drops of food coloring to it, that gives you a really good option as well. Okay, right. Next color, next rock. Let's go for orange. Loves a bit of orange. Okay. Get my white. I like to make my colors a little bit lighter than the actual original color. So we'll see how we go. Don't forget to wash your paintbrushes. Now that's probably one thing you might want to do is at some stage we can empty our water as well. Okay, here we go. Bit of orange into my white. Cool. Okay, so onto my next rock. This one's going to be full orange. Okay, so just painting half of it so we don't have to touch the paint so it doesn't get extra messy. Okay. Now, if you're just using felts, this may not work on rocks. So don't worry about, if it's not working, it's not working. But you could potentially paint an actual egg. Whether you want to hard boil it might be a good idea, just in case we have a little accident with the eggs. But I'm sure you'll be fine. Okay, so there is my second rock. The base color, orange, sitting that down to dry. Awesome work. Alrighty, just washing that paintbrush again. Okay, now I'm going to go back to my first rock. And what I'm going to do there is I'm going to add a color on the bottom. Now don't forget, you guys can be so creative. You might want to do... let's just see, I might do white for this next color, for this next layer. Back to my first rock. Let's see what that looks like. Okay. Here we go. The cool thing with painting is that you can always fix it up. If you maybe go over a line or you do something different, it doesn't matter, let it dry and you can always paint over it. Okay. Oh, see, I've already gone into my pink. That's all right, it actually looks quite cool. Okay, there you have it, my second coat, just down the bottom. Okay, so we're gonna leave that to dry. Now, while that's drying, I'll just show you a couple of things. I've got a few things here like cotton buds. Now these are a cool different texture as well, and they're really good. Oh, there goes my camera. They're really good for making little dots. Hi everyone. Okay, hopefully that won't fall over again. So these are awesome for making little dots. So with a paintbrush, like even if you have a small paintbrush like this, it's still really hard and it doesn't get dots the way you want to get dots. So if we just take this little thing here, this little cotton bud, we'll get another color out. Hopefully our little, I might just bring some paint out with my paintbrush first. Okay, here we go. So I've got some paint, put it onto my mixing paper. Okay, this is a cool, really deep blue. I like it. Okay, I hope you guys are looking amazing. Argentina, wow, hi. That's such a long way away, that's amazing. I hope you guys are having an awesome day. Okay, here goes. Right, with my cotton bud, I'm gonna add it to my blue rock, my orange rock. So just dot it, just cover the tip of it. Okay, and then all you need to do is make dots on the rock. Okay, so give that a go. I'm just gonna wait a little bit longer for my orange to dry. It hasn't quite dried yet. Let's just try it here on the paper and I'll give you a little look. Okay. As you can see, nothing's perfect. There's little bits of cotton coming off it, so it's made it a little bit wispy on the ends. But just keep trying and you might get a perfect circle. But it also has a cool texture to it. Okay, my next thing I want to show you while our rocks are drying, something else you might like to do is with your, well, either your thumb, we could do some finger painting, so like so, and then we press that on the paper, or let me just wash my thumb off, or we get our peg and our cotton ball, we dip it in the paint, just on our mixing paper. Okay, here we go. Let's see this. See how this goes. Okay, perfect. Now I'm going to put this down. This is my blue one. So this doesn't need to change. I'm going to get another one. I'm going to get some yellow out. You guys should really give this one a go. Okay, I'll get my paintbrush again. Don't forget, change your water if you need to. I'm going to need to very shortly. Okay, here we go. Time for some yellow. All right. Got in my peg with my cotton ball. Like so. And we're going to make some chickens. Now, a few of you may have seen that if you have a black vivid, this is awesome because we can make little chickens or bunny rabbits just by using these simple things. So as you can see, we've got a thumbprint here, and then these next ones, I used the peg with the cotton ball, okay? Awesome idea to make little animals without needing to be really neat. Okay, how are these rocks going? Okay, let's just see. Grabbing the vivid, all you need to do is put 2 ears and 2 feet, like on my pink thumbprint. So we're in the process of making a bunny. So 2 ears, 2 feet. Now we have 2 eyes and a nose and whiskers. Okay, here's our little bunny. And we're missing one thing. Okay, we need to put a little tail on it. Okay, here we go. So a little tail on the end. And voila, we've got our wee bunny. So you could even make a card for somebody today for Easter, or for someone you might see whenever, or you might want to post it. Okay, and you might want to put these in it. Now our next one is our little chicks. Okay, so we've got 2 little eyes, and we've got our wings and our feet. Now make sure these are fully dry. Okay, and we're forgetting one thing. See here, this is our little chicken, but our little chicken needs a beak. And there he goes. Awesome. Hi everyone. Hi if you're just joining. We're just doing some Easter painting. Now, my orange still is not quite dried, so I've obviously put a little too much on there. But let's go back to my white and pink. Now, what you guys can do at home is you can turn it over and paint the other side now, because the paint on the front should be dry. But what I'm going to do, just to keep going, is I'm going to decorate the front of the rock. Okay, so like I said earlier, we will use this blue cotton tip. And we just put it in there, and we just go dot, 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 like so. There we go. Okay, also what we might want to do is, if you do have a paintbrush, grab it, put some paint on it. We've got a nice yellow here, and we might just want to do a line. Nice line all the way across, like so. Another cool idea I thought about is another way of doing dots is if you've got skewers at home or even toothpicks, you can cut them in half. Just obviously be careful with children because they can be sharp. So you could either use any side. So you might want to use this little point. I don't know how much this will do. I haven't actually used this one. So that gives you the tiniest dots. Okay, that is very, very detailed. Maybe not that side. Okay, see how it looks. Oh, no, I'm not sure about that. Never mind. It's tiny, it's all right, but you could use the fatter end. Let's see, let's do another blue. We'll take that cotton wool off. So this is with the little dots. It's just cool, it's just a different texture, a different idea instead of using a paintbrush if you don't have it. Okay, there we go. And that is my Easter egg so far. Okay, right. Now the last thing I want to show you, because I know you're going to be creating your own rock, and I'm sure it looks amazing. Okay, so I'm going to let you guys finish those off. But the last thing I want to just quickly show you is I've just taken a page out of my notebook. I've folded it in half, and I've made it really tight. So this could be a card, okay? So we grab some scissors. Adults, you may need to help. So we just put in, if you just look here, just a little cut, just in the middle. Okay, this is gonna be an Easter card. So what you do now is you just push the fold in, like so, and fold it. Okay, can you see that? Perfect. And then we get the top half, or the bottom half, and we fold it in. Oh, without ripping it, be careful. Adults, this is a bit fiddly, so you guys might need to help out with this. Oh, okay, I think we've got it. Okay, perfect. Nearly perfect. A little bit crooked, but that's all right. Okay, this is our Easter card to finish. So all these cool little things we've done, our bunny rabbits and our little chickens and our eggs, you can put these all in your Easter card and have a little chicken. So decorate this as well. What you can do, you can just put some eyes on top. Just like this. Oh, ta-da! So you've got a wee pop-out card. You can decorate it, you can give it to people, you might want to just keep it for yourself, but a cool wee activity. And don't forget about your rocks. There's one of mine, my other one I've put too much paint on, but that doesn't matter because it will still dry. Make sure you do both sides. You may even want to put them in a wee basket and have it as a wee ornament on your shelf. So I hope you guys did enjoy it. Thank you so much for joining me. Hope your eggs, I know they'll look amazing. This card is such a good idea, so definitely get amongst it. They're super easy to make, and there's so many things you can add into it that we've done today, like those little thumbprint or using our cotton ball and peg just to make these little animals, okay? So it's awesome. Don't forget you can always trace an Easter egg or draw an Easter egg on there as well to make it nice and Easter themed. So thanks so much, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Have a good day. Bye.